You know, it's sad. Melania Trump basically, I guess, had hitched her wagon to a man that she thought was probably going to be an excellent provider, give her the one child that she was looking for, and she was going to be able to relax and enjoy life until her dying day without too many issues. Now, she knew that Donald Trump had been, quote unquote, a playboy, etc., and that he had screwed around on his first two wives, you know, but she figured at the age that she was getting him at, a lot, not all, but a lot of his bullshit would have slowed down, and she wouldn't have had to deal with any of the bullshit that the two previous wives had gone through. Well, I guess she got that one wrong. Now, she got caught up in plagiarizing Michelle Obama's speech, and though it was bad, that kind of died down. That was only going to have a brief, short shelf life. And even though most people, you know, still remember it and may, in some ways, make reference to it, not that big of a deal. This thing with her husband and all the stuff going on is blowing up in everybody's face. Now, she has been silent for the most part since that plagiarism issue. And in my opinion, she should have kept her mouth shut. But she issued a statement regarding the recent issues that have come to light for Donald Trump, i.e. his quote-unquote locker room talk, which she claims that he's apologized to her for and she's accepted. But now that you got all these women coming out there and making all of these various claims, she basically, in my opinion, made a tactical error, or Trump's people did. I don't know who got her to tweet, because she's not big on tweeting. Check out this particular segment from the Lawrence O'Donnell show, where she basically confirms, if not confirms, acknowledges that the behavior that these various women are claiming that Donald Trump has illustrated and performed against them is true. Here you go.
Donald Trump's third wife, Melania, has been publicly silent since she read her plagiarized speech at the Republican National Convention, a speech plagiarized from Michelle Obama's speech at the 2008 Democratic Convention. Tonight, she responded to new accusations of sexual assault by her husband with a tweet. It is a wordless tweet from her directed at People magazine and Natasha Stoynoff, the woman who told the story of Donald Trump's sexual assault on her, published by People magazine last night. Attached to the tweet is a letter from a Beverly Hills lawyer, the same lawyer who represents Hulk Hogan in his libel lawsuit against Gawker. The letter demands a retraction of only 3 sentences in that People magazine article and an apology. People magazine has already rejected that demand. The 3 sentences have absolutely nothing to do with the sexual assault described in that article. The 3 sentences are about an encounter between Melania Trump and Natasha Stoynoff several months after the assault. Here are the sentences that Melania Trump's lawyer is disputing in the People magazine article. 1, that winter I actually bumped into Melania on Fifth Avenue in front of Trump Tower as she walked into the building carrying baby Barron. 2, Natasha, why don't we see you anymore, she asked, giving me a hug. 3, I was quiet and smiled, telling her I'd missed her, and I squeezed little Barron's foot. The lawyer's letter says Mrs. Trump did not encounter Ms. Stoynoff on the street nor have any conversation with her. The two are not friends and were never friends or even friendly. The lawyer's letter does not explain why Natasha Stoyanov was invited to and did attend Melania Trump's wedding if they were never friendly. I tweeted a reply question to Melania Trump's tweet asking that since she is only disputing her encounter with Natasha Stoyanov several months after the assault, does that mean that Melania Trump thinks everything else in the People magazine article is true? I am patiently awaiting her reply. Joining us now.
All right, so in my mind, this lady made a tactical error. For 3 sentences, she is sticking her name out there, reminding everybody of the plagiarism deal, and then drawing everybody's attention to the fact that she is not defending her husband. She basically is, in my opinion, trying to pull her son's name out of this whole mess, so that if you Google her son, all of a sudden all of this crap comes up. Mistake, in my opinion. Big mistake. Because now this thing is going to blow, and there is no way that People magazine, with their battery of lawyers, let a single word out that could not be defended to the hilt. Donald Trump's problem now is, or his wife's problem, actually it's both of their problems, is now they're going up. If they sue, which I don't believe they're actually going to file a lawsuit. I mean, an attorney letter sometimes is not worth the paper that it's written on. It's an attempt to scare someone without resources. Well, I think they picked the wrong organization to attempt to bully, because People magazine has got probably a much bigger battery of lawyers, and quote unquote Trump is supposed to be thinking about suing the New York Times, and they damn sure got a battery of lawyers. So this is just, business as usual for Donald Trump, threatening lawsuits all over the place, and we really need to know about all of the quote-unquote defamation suits that he files. I wonder how many he's actually won. But this one, if they go through with it, this is definitely going to be a loss.